Hi everyone, welcome to In Between Chapters. I have another haul for you. I went to the Dollar Tree and I spotted some books that were pretty neat to read. So I'm going to share with you what I found. My first book up was Paul Young, and if you're familiar with the author, he also wrote the book titled The Shack. And it was also a movie. The movie was actually really good. So when I saw the author's name, I was like, oh yeah, let me grab this because I never read Eve. So basically, it's a retelling of Eve's side of the story. If you know, that's the first story in Genesis in the Bible, and it gives you a side of the story from Eve. It challenges your traditional beliefs, and it's an exploration of the creation narrative. So I thought that was pretty neat. So I was really excited to find this book. And as you can see, I started reading it. It's pretty good. So I found that. The next book I found was kind of like quirky, but it's for $1. So it's called You and Me and Why We Are in Love. And it's written by Aurelia Alcas. I'm probably tearing it all up. I don't. But I found this really nice. It's a short read. And it's just basically, and I fell in love with the illustration. So that was, it was kind of quirky. So I fell in love with that. And I'll just share with you some of the things. It tells you about all different kinds of love, right? So this one has neighborly love, loving a neighbor. Complicated love. And it gives you like a little description of what that person means by what complicated love means to that person. Another one was Wild Love. And I just like the illustration. It's like, just someone drawing. I thought that was pretty neat. And they got Punk Love. Hot and Cold Love. So I think this is like a really nice little read, maybe to put on your coffee table, something to have. It's just a sweet illustration and about love and the many different forms of love, how love can come into your life. And so I thought that was nice. So I picked that up. This one I'm a bit excited about because I like a little bit of mystery. I do love horror stories. So this is about a young girl named Layla. She's grown up in isolation in her parents' apartment. She's shielded from chaos of all their collapsed civilization. But things are getting more dangerous outside. People are killing one another for loaves of bread, and the police are detaining anyone without an identification card. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to read this book, being that due to our circumstances of being in quarantine and stuff, but I hope to God, America, we ain't there yet where we killing people over bread, but we sure enough had some fights over tissue. So on her 16th birthday, Layla's father decides it's time to use their escape route. And the escape route is, of course, a ship. He's built a big enough ship to only house 500 people. But once aboard, not everything is quite as perfect as it seems. So it's called The Ship. And I didn't read this, and I never heard the this author before, Antonia Honeywell. I'm sorry, I didn't give you the author. And it's called The Ship. And for $4. So I thought this was an interesting read. And I kind of like the cover too. The cover, like, it seems like dark, like you're going to be in for a dark read. And so I thought that was pretty good. Next one, and it's pretty thick, it's pretty big, and it is titled The Day She Disappeared, a novel by Christabel Kent. And I never heard of this author either, but the author also wrote The Loving Husband. So this book is about a barmaid, her name is Nat, and her best friend Beth has gone missing. And I think the last place she was at the bar where she works at. I mean, where she attended, where Nat works at. She's a barmaid there. So she's disappeared. A lot of rumors is being spread in the town. It's a small town. And a lot of people are saying she just ran off with a man. She just, that's just what she do. Her friend, on the other hand, does not believe that. She believes something has happened, and the fact that a lot of people aren't looking for her. She just wants to know what's going on. But there is a bar patron by the name of Victor, and he had a terrible accident on the night that Beth disappeared. And he ended up in the hospital, and all of a sudden his memory is returning, and he's sharing with Nat some of the things that he knows that happened that night. So it's hard because he's going in and out. It's very hard for him to piece the puzzle together. So Nat is going to work really hard with Victor. But not only that, Nat also feels like she's being watched. She also feels like people aren't looking for her who's supposed to be looking for her. So her suspicions is high, and she's doing everything in her power to figure out what happened to her friend. And she's putting the pieces together. So this is like a nice little mystery. This is kind of up my alley. I kind of like that. I kind of like books and stories about that. Mysterious and like a thriller. So that is this book. And you can't beat it. It was only $1. So I can't wait to get into this. And that is the end of my Dollar Tree book haul. Let me know what books you found at the Dollar Tree. Tell me about them. You can comment on it. And just let me know if you ever heard of any of these books or you read them before. And, tell me how you liked them. All right? Peace out.